Today, we're going to talk about how to change your life using the methods of Joe Dispenza. Welcome. If you ever felt stuck, if you ever felt like your past is controlling your future, if you ever whispered to yourself, there has to be more than life then this is the message for you. I'm Mateo, and this episode 2 of Real Talk. Today, we're diving deep in how you can start a brand new life. A life not based on your past, your pain, or your past programming, but a future created by your vision, your heart, and your elevated energy. And we're going to do this using the transformative methods taught by Dr. Joe Dispenza. So let's begin. First, you have to understand your current programming. So let me ask you something. Are you living life on repeat? Do your thoughts feel like reruns of yesterday? Do your emotions seem stuck on a loop? According to Dr. Joe Dispenza, 95% of people who we are by the age of 35 is a memorized set of behaviors, emotional reactions, habits, and subconscious beliefs. That means most of your thoughts today are the same thoughts you had yesterday. And those same thoughts are producing the same feelings. And those same feelings are producing the same actions, which are creating the same reality over and over again. So here's the first truth. Your personality creates your personal reality. If you want to change your life, you have to change your personality. That means your thoughts, your habits, your emotions, your behaviors. Let that sink in. Are you ready to break that cycle? You have to become aware. That's the first step for your change. Change begins with awareness. You can't change something that you're not aware of. So ask yourself, what emotions do I wake up with most mornings? What thoughts are on repeat in my mind? What story am I telling myself about who I am? Write those down if you can. Pause this video if needed. Joe teaches that when you observe yourself without judgment, you begin to separate from the program. That moment of awareness, however small it is the beginning of your freedom. Because now you're not just being the program, you're watching it. And what you can observe, you can change. So let me ask you this again. Are you willing to become the observer of your own mind? The next step, you have to break the habit of being yourself. Joe Dispenza says often, to change is to think greater than your environment, to think greater than your body, and to think greater than time. So how do we do that? First, you need to interrupt the memorized self, that version of you who wakes up, checks your phone, scrolls through the stress, complains about work, remembers your problems, and reactivates your past identity. And that's even before brushing your teeth. You've got to break that habit. And it starts with a choice. What if instead of waking up with stress, you woke up with gratitude? What if you stopped telling your story of pain and started telling a story of purpose? What if you acted like you were the person you wanted to become, even before the evidence shows up? Can you feel the shift just in asking those questions? Joe's work is not about wishing your way to a new life. It's about being your way into a new frequency, a new emotional signature, and that changes everything. Meditation can help you get there and rewire the mind. This is where meditation becomes your portal. Meditation is not just sitting quietly, it's the practice of actually disconnecting from your environment, your body, and time. It's entering the quantum field, the space of all possibilities. In meditation, you become no one, going nowhere in no time. And in that space, you can rehearse a new future, you can install new thoughts, you can feel elevated emotions like gratitude, love, and joy before the external world gives you a reason. So ask yourself, are you willing to sit within yourself in silence, even when it's uncomfortable? Are you willing to become familiar with a new version of yourself? Because here's the secret. When your body experiences the emotion of your future before it happens, it believes it's already there. That's how you create. That's how you start living from the future instead of the past. Elevated emotions plus clear intentions take you to that next level. Now let's bring it all together. To manifest a new life, you need two powerful forces: a clear intention on what you want, and two, an elevated emotion, what it feels like to already have it. Joe says, the thoughts send out the signal, the emotions draw the event back to you. So ask yourself, what do I want to experience in my life? How would it feel if it were already real? Let's take a moment together. Close your eyes if you can. Take a breath. Picture your future self, healthy, vibrant, successful, deeply fulfilled. Feel it, don't think it. Feel it. Let the emotion rise in your chest. Joy, freedom, peace, and love. That feeling is magnetic field. That's the vibration that attracts your new reality. This is not wishful thinking. This is the science of your heart and brain coherence. This is you becoming the cause, not the effect of your life. And the last, you have to live as a new self. The final step. You live as if it's already happened. You wake up and align to that vision. You make decisions as your future self. You speak, act, and move through the whole world in that elevated energy. And when your old self tries to creep back in, because it will, you pause, you breathe, and remember, that's not me anymore. The brain doesn't know the difference between a memory and a vision deeply imagined. So you become that architect of your mind. And from there, the architect of your destiny. So I'll leave you with this. Are you ready to become someone new? Are you willing to let go of who you've been in order to become who you've meant to be? Your past does not define your future unless you keep living there. Step into the unknown, tune into a new energy, and watch your life transform from the inside out. Thank you for being here. And if this spoke to you and resonated with you, leave a comment below. I am creating a new reality. Let's shift together, and until next time, stay elevated.